talking about their time. And we looking at them like, you haven't been here half the time I've been here, and you tired. Come on, read for me.
But they that wait upon the Lord.
They that wait upon the Lord, what they going to do?
Renew their strength.
They're going to renew their strength. Now let me say this. It says they that wait upon the Lord. This wait, for those of you who are taking notes, or they may even be interested, this wait is not just sitting somewhere waiting and doing nothing. This wait is service. Like when you go to a restaurant, what do? They come to the table and they what? They wait on you. So we call them either a waiter or a waitress. And they come and wait. Do you hear what I'm saying? So they come and serve. And when they get finished serving, what do you give them besides paying your bill? You tip them. You give them a gratuity. So the Bible says, they that wait upon the Lord. So watch this. When we become waiters and waitresses of God, watch this, and we are serving upon the Lord. See, when you give that waiter or that waitress a tip, what you do is renew their strength.
That's right.
Because you say to them, your service was great, and based on your service, I'm going to give you a gratuity. I'm going to give you an endowment. I'm going to bless you. So God says, when we get busy waiting upon Him, see, because when you get through praying about something, then you need to put some feet to your faith. When you get through praying about something, you need to get up and go into action. So He says, they that will serve upon the Lord, or they that will wait upon the Lord, they shall what? Renew their strength. This term, renew their strength, it means that they will go from one level of strength to another level of strength. So watch this. If we are doing anything, if we are not active doing anything, then why? If our faith is not on the move, then why does God need to come and give us another level of strength? You only need another dose of strength when you have expended the strength that you already have. So God says, spend yourself waiting upon me, and as you spend yourself in your strength waiting upon me, I will come and renew your strength. So you have to understand, when you stay on assignment for God, God has a way of replenishing. See, this is why I don't stop. It doesn't matter what I feel like. I don't stop. It doesn't matter how I hurt. If I don't stop, it doesn't matter if I can't explain every step. It don't stop, even if it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't stop because I understand that when I'm out of strength, Brother Byron, that God knows just when to release a new strength to me. And He knows how to release a new strength for you. So He says, they that wait upon the Lord, they shall renew their strength. And then I like it, He says, and they shall mount up. They shall mount up with wings as an eagle. Can I teach you a little bit about the eagle before I go any further? How many of you are interested today? The first thing I want to teach you about an eagle is it's actually considered by Bible standard, listen to me, as an unclean bird, like a raven. You didn't know that. But watch this, but when you look at it, the way it conducts itself, it makes it look majestic. And so it is considered a majestic bird. And it's admired as something that's grand and something that's noble. Let me slow down a minute and just teach for a second. So the second thing I want you to know about the eagle is its wingspan is approximately 8 feet. Now that's a pretty big bird. Okay, we ain't talking about a pigeon. And we ain't talking about turkeys. We're not talking about peacocks. We're talking about an eagle. And that's a pretty large bird. You have to know that its eyesight is so keen that it can spot its prey. When it's time for it to eat, it can spot its prey from hundreds of feet in the air. That's how precise its eyesight is. It nests, when it builds its nest, it builds its nest in high places. I'm trying to show you something. Because I'm trying to figure out today, do we have any eagles in this house that realize that they are eagles? My. And so when it builds its nest in a high place, and a place that's not considered an endangered species because they don't breed at the pace that a lot of them do. So what does that tell us? It takes much more to form an eagle. And for an eagle to survive than many of the other birds. The second thing I want you to know is it carries, if it's a mother, it carries its eaglets on its back until its eaglets master how to fly. And then when the eaglets master how to fly, she shakes them off and throws them off, and they're required to fly. And the only time she's coming to get them is if she sees they have not mastered how to fly, then she will swoop down and catch them before they hit the ground. Are you here this morning? An eagle can stay aloft for hours at a time, barely moving its wings. So where you see the other birds working like this and flapping their wings like this, eagles glide. And that's one of the things that make them look so majestic, because you don't see them like geese flapping their wings. Are y'all here this morning? But they glide. And the reason that they can glide and the reason that they can fly at such high altitudes for so long is because they study wind patterns. And they know how to use the wind to glide upon the wind. Where others, they flap and fight the wind. I'm trying to give you a revelation, because if you are an eagle, you must stop fighting the wind that comes in your life and realize that when wind begins to blow contrary, it's just there to lift you up higher, to bring you up higher, and you just wait for a surge. See, that's what they do. They don't fight the wind. They wait for a surge to come, and then they just glide with it. Help me, Holy Ghost. So they don't fight the wind patterns. And some of the things that you're dealing with right now, God has permitted them to happen because they are making you awesomely great. When people look at how God brings you out, it's going to be majestic. The next thing I want to tell you about an eagle is it renews its strength and it renews its youthful appearance. And the way that it does it is it sheds off its old feathers. It puts the old, tattered, torn feathers from those other flights and those other journeys. So when you see it, you can't even tell what it's been through. You can't even tell what it's been through, because it renews its strength by pulling out everything that makes it look worn, torn, and tattered. And you know when that's happening, when people say, how in the world do you keep going through what you're going through? And it looks like you just keep getting back up, you just keep going forward. And I know God must be with you, because there is no